Always want to center tap stuff when you don't have. This is the reason that I built that machine, so you don't have to center tap them. How's that? How's that? Terrible. Darn. Come on. You can correct it, and the Phillips head's going to mushroom over as long as you can correct the centering while you're drilling. Not the best way to do things, but see, and all this is, if I didn't round it out, I'd be able to pound it and bring it back to its normal beauty from the pound. Greaser. Once a greaser, you know what I wrote about grease. It's the blood of the earth, you know. Gotta love it. It's mother's milk. All right, don't talk too much like that now. Come on. All right. This is gonna take a huge Phillips head. At least it's in the center. That drill's not gonna make it. It's the wrong size too. Man, that's how much work I've done. I got more worn out drill bits, and they didn't wear themselves out. Just buying them by the bag. But they're worn out. Yeah. Ouch. Now this will take our Phillips head size down too. Wow. Amazing. Oh, God. Did I ever tell you it's very labor intensive to make this stuff? So we really missed the pounding machine now. It would have been really nice to pound it again. These don't have to be as flush, of course. It's going against your. And we also could use. How about a mini? No mini. How about a bar? Hammer machine's gonna get jealous, huh? Okay. Okay, what are we gonna make? Now we can decide what we're gonna make. Are we saying Phillips heady, or do you want to go Star David-y? Let's see what my David stars are. We got the Star David bottle. T's. T stands for torque. Oh, they're small. That's a torque star. See, it's not a Phillips head. It's a Star David on there. Or the 6-pointed star. I think we went over, we already. So that's where the choice lies. But I don't have the torque star to nail it down in here. I think that's definitely out in the shop. So that would mean we'd have to go to the motorcycle shop. Are we in the mood to say we did enough of this today, or just put a Phillips head in?
It's up to you.
I'll put a Phillips head in. Oh God, I just did. I didn't put I gotta get them down. They're not as patented though. That patent's in the work. That one's a couple of my secondary thought idea. Isometric exercise. Well, this is an exercise room, did I tell you? I spend my time doing my exercise in here. I always feel such good shape. Try it sometime, guys. Pushing steel through steel. Oh, I hope I didn't scar it up too much. Oh, well. The look. Not quite. There's no way of getting around this, baby. I screwed this up. Not a big deal. No way you're going to cut that with anything except for, back to El Diablo, who's the only guy that's going to cut this thing. Now, we know I can bang it with a hammer. Okay. Oh, the trick of the thing is this guy makes life easy as could be. It's such a rough job, but when you magnify it big, it gets way easier. It's nice to have a new blade on here too. God, I've done so much work with this blade. And I got one outside, but it's not a portable. But it's the only thing that's going to cut a stainless steel Phillips head. And you want it flush too. Now your hands are next to a diamond flying around at about 800 miles an hour. It's very exciting. But you got the foot pedal, so you're in pretty good shape. Phillips head holder. Sometimes I don't know if I'm lying to myself or what. I say Phillips heads look better when they've been beaten. If not, there's a way of getting around it. But you see it, they can take a beating. It's stainless steel, you know.
Mhm.
Then we got that special hammer with the round. See, all this should have been done before I made it round. The mounting, you know.
Mhm.
Then I could have still used that hammer. How much you want to? These have some burrs on them. I don't know. We could take it on the power machine. I'm going to prove to you in a minute that this is a labor of love. Because guess what? This is for Stella.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, it only took a minute or two to make.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they're biggie. They're famous. So the bracelet, you can see that I am focused on making bracelets. And they're annulars, so it's covered by the same pattern that the ring is. The Phillips head is mounted in that way. Nobody else mounts, works with the screws like that.
All right, I'm going to put it on.
Oh, they're beautiful, those. I got people that online waiting for those, and I just can't seem to get out to do it. Thank you for getting me to do it again, because I've been to the point where, yeah, hi. And then I'll just sell a license to make them. And this video will show that I made them, so don't say, we're. So we're anything else here, or where are we at? Where are we at in the real world
Talk
now?
a little bit about how you make these. If you could turn back the light back on, because these are incredible.
We're at 2:00.
Oh, okay.
So okay, we'll tell it real quick. How I make these? Yeah, you can look at the motors. I've been making stuff all my life. My father's an engineer. I'm a civil defense. I guess you all know that. What civil defense means is like I'm in disaster control. Disaster control means you know how to fix things after a disaster, right? And I'm 9/11 first responder, so I was really connected to like knowing what rubble is. And someday it's gonna. If a disaster happens, let's say a monster hurricane, like the biggest thing ever hits New Jersey, or something like that, they're going to need people that can just get things and salvage stuff and put it together and make electricity and water purification and all that. And by taking, I've always focused on that. I've got an old expression, making it in good times is a no-brainer. You know what I mean? Everybody's got money to play the flute and they throw it at you. But making it after a disaster, when you almost deciding who lives and dies, it was almost like that in Sandy. That takes a lot of mind and heart mixed together, and the ability to, during Sandy, my hands were bleeding like crazy. From I'll show you my first responder kit downstairs if you want to see how close I am to why I focus on building things and disaster control. I'll show you just the wall things I have on the wall downstairs. But I had 100 body tags, and my hand was cut and it's really bad. And there was just nobody was responding because I had a motorcycle and I could get down there and nobody else could. Motorcycle can go through big puddles, or you can go on a sidewalk around the puddle, or even push it through a puddle. You know what I mean? You're pretty much like an amphibian with a bike. So I got down there and I was the only one there. And the stock market wanted to open. And they had a movie crew sleep over there through Sandy to show that the stock market was going to open. I'm letting the cat out of the bag with this, sort of, you know what I mean? I guess I shouldn't tell this story because everything was fine after Sandy. We're business as regular. New York is no problem. Okay, I can't tell what really happened. I can't. Okay.
Okay.